Red Bull has been labeled the slowest team without Verstappen. Mercedes has a big update for the Japanese GP, and Ferrari's 2025 season has been questioned. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Liam Lawson, a name recently buzzing in the Formula One world, finds himself under scrutiny. After just 2 races in the 2025 season, Lawson has been demoted by Red Bull back to the junior team, Racing Bulls, sparking conversations about his approach and attitude. Former F1 champion Jacques Villeneuve didn't hold back when weighing in on this situation, describing Lawson as very arrogant. When Lawson first stepped into Formula One, he came with all the confidence one might expect from a rookie. He wasn't shy about declaring how exceptional he would be. However, reality hit hard. After 2 race weekends where he failed to score points and faced early exits in qualifying, the harsh truth became evident. Villeneuve emphasizes that with such high aspirations, when the anticipated results fail to materialize, the reaction from the team and fans can be even stronger. Lawson's journey with Red Bull began as he was chosen to replace Sergio Perez following the latter's departure after the 2024 season. This marked Lawson's first full-time engagement as an F1 driver. His earlier experiences in the sport were toe-dipped stints when he filled in for an injured Daniel Ricciardo and later took over following Ricciardo's dismal performance at the Singapore Grand Prix. What stands out about Lawson's brief tenure is not just his performance, but the way he carried himself. During those initial races, he didn't shy away from pushing boundaries and ruffling feathers. One notable incident involved a heated moment with 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso and a provocative gesture towards Perez during a race in Mexico. Villeneuve noted that such confrontational attitudes can come back to haunt a driver, especially when results don't align with expectations. Villeneuve points out that Lawson's mindset upon entering the F1 landscape may have led him to this predicament. He highlights that arriving at Red Bull, known for its competitive spirit and excellence, requires immediate performance. When you start with Red Bull, you have to be on it right away, he states. This pressure intensifies the stakes. You either rise to the occasion or face serious consequences, and Lawson's situation clearly illustrates that. The former champion did express some surprise at Lawson's demotion, especially given how quickly it happened after only 2 races. This decision may echo a harsh reality of the sport. Drivers must be consistently at their best or risk being sidelined. As viewers, we are left wondering about the future of Liam Lawson. Can he regroup and reclaim a stronger position within the Racing Bulls team? Will this humbling experience reshape his racing mindset and approach moving forward? One thing is certain, in the high-speed and high-stakes world of Formula One, arrogance can come at a hefty price. As Liam Lawson reflects on his recent experiences in Formula One, he remains hopeful despite the setbacks. Confirmed news suggests that Lawson's tenure at Red Bull Racing has faced challenges, leaving many to ponder whether he'll return to the team after the swap with Yuki Tsunoda. Lawson's journey in the Racing Bulls continues, with his next opportunity at the familiar Suzuka circuit in Japan. In an emotional Instagram post, Lawson expressed gratitude for his journey with Red Bull. He stated, "Being a Red Bull racing driver has been my dream since I was a kid. It's tough, but I'm grateful for everything that's brought me to this point." This demonstrates Lawson's resilient spirit as he acknowledges the support he's received from fans and the team. Meanwhile, Yuki Tsunoda gears up to debut with Red Bull in front of his home crowd at Suzuka, raising expectations and excitement. Helmut Marko confirmed this transition, marking a new chapter for both drivers involved. Critics are vocal about Lawson's demotion, with IndyCar star Scott McLaughlin labeling the decision as irrational. Questions arise about the restrictive testing regulations in F1, which limited Lawson's preparation and experience during a challenging transition to full-time racing. In a recent commentary, Martin Brundle discussed the implications of Red Bull's demotion of Lawson, suggesting that such swift decisions can undervalue a driver's potential. It raises the question, should teams be more cautious in their choices when it comes to young talent? As we look ahead, Lawson's experience might serve as a lesson in resilience for aspiring drivers. The sport can be unforgiving, yet it also offers another chance. How will Liam Lawson bounce back? And what impact will these decisions have on the broader landscape of F1? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the dynamics of driver swaps and the strategies of top teams like Red Bull Racing in the ongoing season. The excitement continues to build as new stories unfold on the racetrack, showcasing the relentless pursuit of excellence in Formula One. George Russell has stirred conversations in the Formula One community by claiming that McLaren could realistically win every race in the upcoming season, raising a critical discussion about their car performance. But do the team bosses share this view? As we dive into this topic, it's essential to note that McLaren has made an explosive start to the season, with victories in the first 2 races. George Russell of Mercedes believes that the current advantage McLaren holds could set them on a path to dominate the championship. He emphasized this point at the recent Chinese Grand Prix, suggesting that their performance could surpass the heights achieved by Red Bull last season. Reflecting back on Red Bull's dominance, we find that they kicked off the F1 2024 season in spectacular fashion. They had a phenomenal record of 22 wins from 23 races in the previous season and began that year with 2 impressive 1-2 finishes. However, things didn't go as planned, and they encountered challenges as the season unfolded. Fast forward to the present, and McLaren has taken the lead, with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri securing wins in Australia and China respectively. Russell pointed out that McLaren's current advantage seems to be more significant compared to the edge Red Bull had last year, suggesting they could convert that into consistent wins throughout the season. He noted that McLaren appears to be significantly faster when the tires heat up, showcasing impressive pace in critical sectors. However, not all team leaders echo Russell's enthusiasm. Fred Vasseur, the Ferrari team boss, presents a more cautious perspective. He believes the gap between McLaren and their rivals is much more manageable than the lead Red Bull enjoyed last year. Vasseur reflected on a past race where Max Verstappen won decisively from a mid-pack starting position, stressing that the circumstances can change rapidly in Formula One. While Vasseur acknowledges McLaren's strong start and improvements, he advises a prudent approach. He mentioned that while McLaren currently enjoys a competitive edge, it's not wise to prematurely conclude they are sure champions. In conclusion, there's no doubt that McLaren is in an impressive position, but the dynamics of Formula One mean that anything can happen. With fierce competition on the horizon and the unpredictable nature of racing, the only certainty is that we will witness an exciting season ahead. As we look ahead in the world of Formula One, it's clear that teams are constantly refining their strategies and making adjustments for better performance. Take McLaren, for instance. Team principal Andrea Stella has emphasized the need for a balanced perspective following their recent races. The unpredictability of racing means they can't be swayed by the highs of winning or the lows of defeats. Toto Wolff, the boss of Mercedes, echoed similar sentiments. He firmly believes it's still too early in the season to make definitive claims about championship standings. It's critical to evaluate the competition over several races. He highlighted recent performances, where the competitiveness between Ferrari and McLaren fluctuated greatly from qualifying to race day. On the other hand, Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, remains optimistic. He pointed to McLaren's turnaround last season as a reminder that significant changes can occur in a short time. The rivalry is heating up, especially with McLaren taking the lead in both the sprint and main races, showcasing their potential to dominate. Ferrari has added an interesting layer to the competition, having recently snatched a victory from McLaren. Their team principal, Frederic Vasseur, remarked on the importance of maintaining focus, even amid the ebb and flow of race outcomes. Analyzing their own performances is key as they strive to stay competitive against formidable opponents like McLaren. Meanwhile, Mercedes has been thrust into the spotlight with George Russell steering their efforts forward. Toto Wolff is also looking to soothe reports linking Max Verstappen to Mercedes, stressing their commitment to their current driver lineup, which has shown promise so far this season. With a long season still ahead, the anticipation builds. Teams continue to innovate and adapt, knowing that the pressure to perform is always present. Whether they will find that winning edge remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the battle for supremacy in Formula One will be thrilling and unpredictable. Stay tuned as we track the latest developments and dive deeper into the strategies that will shape this electrifying season ahead. Toto Wolff has long been a name synonymous with success in Formula One, often regarded as one of the leading figures in the sport alongside his counterparts like Christian Horner. However, recent updates reveal that the Mercedes team boss will not be present at the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix held at Suzuka. Wolff's absence comes as Mercedes is demonstrating a solid performance so far in the 2025 season, highlighted by George Russell's impressive run of 2 consecutive third-place finishes in Australia and China. Meanwhile, Wolff's new teammate, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, is also making waves. He climbed from a challenging 16th place on the grid to secure 4th place amidst the rain in Melbourne, later winning the fan-favorite Driver of the Day award for finishing 6th in Shanghai. These achievements have helped Mercedes secure 2nd place in the Constructors' Line Championship with 57 points, trailing McLaren by just 21 points while staying ahead of formidable rivals like Red Bull and Ferrari. As for Wolff's racing schedule, this isn't his first time opting out of attending races. Over the years, he has strategically missed certain events due to the expanding F1 calendar, with his last absence traced back to last November at the Brazilian Grand Prix in Sao Paulo. In fact, Wolff was also unable to attend the Japanese Grand Prix last year due to recovery from knee surgery. This year, he confirmed his decision not to attend the Japanese race, designating Bradley Lord, the long-standing chief communications officer for Mercedes, as the team's representative. Wolff quipped that Lord is more eloquent, saying, "Bradley is the team representative, and he speaks more clever than me." It's clear that he values the contributions of his team, allowing him to lighten his workload while maintaining a robust structure within the team as the demands of Formula One continue to grow. In a conversation about his absence, Wolff reaffirmed, "It's a coincidence that I'm missing that race again. It's not the jet lag." His approach shows a level of pragmatism, ensuring that the team remains in capable hands even when he isn't present. With the challenges and triumphs that come with F1 racing, Wolff's leadership remains critical. As he steps back this time, the focus will continue to be on the team's performance on and off the track, exemplifying the dynamic environment that is Formula One. Stay tuned to see how Mercedes progresses in the upcoming races and whether they can narrow the gap with McLaren as the season unfolds. The results from Suzuka will be pivotal, so keep an eye on the action as the drivers gear up for another thrilling weekend in Japan. In the world of Formula One, strategy and teamwork are crucial. From the pit wall, the team is constantly engaged with the dynamics of the race weekend, navigating through challenges and maximizing the performance of both cars on track. This collaboration involves key figures like Toto Wolff, who takes a step back to observe and offer invaluable insights without directly taking the reins. As the head of the organization, Toto focuses on situational awareness, allowing other team members to highlight the race's nuances. It's a delicate balance, ensuring that both cars perform their best while simultaneously keeping an eye on rivals through radio communication. Supporting this complex structure is also about external representation. As the sport grows, so does the demand for communication with partners and the media. The current climate requires more than one person to handle this influx of inquiries, keeping the message clear and consistent. Engaging with the paddock and other teams is just as critical. Working closely with the Young Driver program illustrates a commitment to nurturing future talent, ensuring that the next generation is well prepared for F1's competitive landscape. Collaborating with figures like Gwen Legru emphasizes the importance of development, laying the foundation for the team's success in years to come. These responsibilities not only contribute to the team's strategic framework, but are also a personal learning opportunity. Delving into areas previously unexplored adds an enriching layer to the role, making the journey both fun and challenging. Meanwhile, there's been chatter regarding George Russell's confident assertion about McLaren's capabilities this season. As car performance evolves, team bosses ponder whether the claims hold merit. It's a time of speculation, with objectives set on staying ahead and navigating through rumors surrounding potential driver moves, most notably the linking of Max Verstappen to Mercedes. Toto has vowed to address these reports head-on, aiming to clarify the team's direction. As for the driving talent on the roster, the journey is fraught with ups and downs. Kimi Antonelli's recent struggles in China reflect the unpredictable nature of racing, where every setback offers valuable lessons. In contrast, even in challenging times, the crew celebrates breakthroughs and progress, eagerly anticipating feedback as they level with competitors like McLaren in the Constructors' Championship standings. Stay tuned as the Formula One saga unfolds, revealing new developments, strategies, and the relentless pursuit of victory on the racetrack. Max Verstappen currently stands second in the driver's standings, but there's a significant concern looming over Red Bull. So far in the 2025 F1 season, all points for the team have come solely from Verstappen's performance, raising questions about their overall competitiveness. Bernie Collins from Sky F1 believes that Red Bull could very well be the 10th fastest team on the grid when Max isn't driving. This alarming assessment reflects the team's struggle to leverage performance from both drivers. Verstappen has managed to score all 36 of Red Bull's points across the 2 races this season, indicating the urgency for them to get a functioning second seat. Pursuing this is Yuki Tsunoda, who will join the team from Japan onwards, making it crucial for Red Bull to enhance their overall pace and capabilities. With the decision to rotate drivers after just 2 races, bringing Tsunoda up while moving Liam Lawson back to Racing Bulls, Christian Horner acknowledged that Tsunoda's experience could be a highly beneficial asset in car development. However, it's no secret that Verstappen's preference shapes the car's setup. This could complicate things. Collins explained how Verstappen's unique setup preferences have led Red Bull to concentrate their development in that direction. As a result, the team has produced a car that is particularly nervous and twitchy, making it difficult for any driver that's not Verstappen to effectively manage it. Max's unparalleled skill comes into play here. Collins emphasized how Verstappen consistently maximizes the car's potential, achieving vital laps when necessary and minimizing mistakes in crucial moments. This raises another issue. The car's challenging nature means that drivers unfamiliar with it or unable to extract maximum performance from such a setup may struggle significantly. Collins pointed out an intriguing insight from Horner during a recent interview where he discussed team development. They've tailored their work to suit Verstappen's aggressive driving style. The downside? The evolution of the car has resulted in a machine that may not cater well to other drivers, potentially impacting Tsunoda's performance moving forward. As we look into the future, the driver market for next season remains an area of high interest. Fans are eager to know how these developments will shape the F1 2026 landscape. Currently, there are movements and confirmations already unraveling. The question looms, with various contracts up for grabs, what does the driver lineup for next season look like? Teams will analyze how each driver aligns with their own needs and objectives. For Red Bull, the ability to balance competitiveness within their team while capitalizing on Verstappen's talents is more crucial than ever. In conclusion, while Red Bull has potent talent in Verstappen, doubts linger about their future trajectory without consistent contributions from the second seat. As the season progresses and with a new driver on board, all eyes will be on whether they can adapt and rise from the challenges. In doing so, hopefully become more than just the 10th fastest team in Formula One. Liam Lawson's journey in Formula One has been quite the roller coaster. While he has faced challenges in his time with Red Bull, comparisons to Yuki Tsunoda highlight the difficulties he's encountered. Despite the promising potential of the RB, he's found himself qualifying further back on the grid, currently at 20th. Critics argue that Red Bull may not have fully explored their younger talents. There's a belief that the team should prioritize drivers who possess a strong forward aero balance, a key characteristic of their car. Identifying those young talents early on could prove crucial for their future success. One suggestion floated was to have all their young drivers take a day in an older Red Bull to see who posts the best lap time. Given how fundamentally different the current car is, this could provide some valuable insight into performance and potential. Currently, without Max Verstappen, Red Bull's situation looks dire. They have dropped to the 10th fastest team, a stark contrast to last season when they could count on a strong performance with Sergio Perez alongside Max. This shift raises questions about the team's competitiveness and the performance of both cars in securing valuable constructors' points. The pressure is mounting as team members are acutely aware that their bonuses are tied to team rankings. If Red Bull can't harness the power of their second driver effectively, they may find themselves facing detrimental outcomes, where simply achieving a 4th or 5th place feels like a distant hope. As we look to the broader paddock, Carlos Sainz's early days at Williams show that Alex Albon has been outperforming him so far. Meanwhile, Martin Brundle has commented on the desperate racing environment at the Chinese GP, hinting that changes might soon be necessary for the struggling teams. In the shadows of these developments, Ferrari's recent struggles led to both drivers being removed from the Chinese Grand Prix results, raising eyebrows about the implications of plankware. This snippet of the ongoing F1 drama reiterates how dynamic the sport is, with every race holding the potential for major consequences, both for drivers and teams alike. As fans, we can only watch and gear up for the next race, eagerly awaiting what unfolds next on the circuit.